genius of James Patterson. I met him at Bass Hall. I didn't get his autograph though because it wasn't really Stephen King.
To do it in a concert form in order to be focused only on the music. The music tells so many things that I think if we have a visual representation of this opera, many of those things could be lost. And this is the
Oh, don't go down there. It's a pet cemetery down there. Don't want to go across the border. Pet cemetery. Oh, no, Walmart and Bangor. It's just unexplainable.
Well, look at it. My brother, not my brother, good lord. My husband.
What's he holding?
A needle.
Oh, it's a doctor monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a doctor monkey. Something to do with college, monkey, yada, yada, yada. Probably going to be a little piece, little art piece, you know. So you might want to hang on to that one. You don't see a monkey holding a needle. But anyway, you know, some of those things that get discovered, you see them every once in a while. You're like, what is this? And it's just, you know, it's not something you could buy at Walmart. You know, it's a family thing that was out on their patio. There's hidden artists that are around that are kind of, you can find them. See, the thing about being a movie star, Linda calls me a movie star and wannabe writer, okay? So if you meet a movie star and you're like talking about wage, you're like, oh, how much does that really pay? And they're talking about your job and you're like, oh, I'm in delivery. I'm doing about $24 an hour. That's really good. And you? I do about 20 an hour. Oh, you're making 20 bucks an hour? No, I make $20,000 an hour. You're making $20,000. Well, one project I make $97,000 an hour. We didn't work the whole year. All right, next one, 722, 83.2. Yeah, Trucker's Atlas by Sunkill Moon would be great for Escape from Maine. The screenplay and, well, of course, you know, the movie. I didn't put it in there. I put War on War by Wilco, which I thought was a good one. But Trucker's Atlas went out at that time, but it would definitely work for Non-Diegetic. The Trucker's Atlas song it kind of tugs at your heart a little bit, you know. Listening to this classical song. Interesting. All right, next one's 841.4. Do. I mean, after all, a motion picture are two things only. Whether you have the script or not, or the $450 million with all the actors that you need, or $450. It's just two things. It's moving pictures and sound. That's it. That's a qualification, ultimately. So that's what it boils down to. It does take maybe an eye, or it takes like a reasoning. Like, hey, Cole, we saw your restaurant delivery stuff. What's going on? And here would be my response to it. I was like, well, I figured Hollywood had made, all the movies that they could probably handle. I thought about approaching it at a different angle. For the sake of, well, not even prosperity, because there's all different types of prosperity, which some people are like highly against, which I don't know why anybody would be against prosperity when you can use that to take care of your family and use it for protection. But there's another word too, posterity as well. You got a guy like A.D.W.C who gets like 50,000 views, which is important. But maybe the 20 or 30 views that I got, maybe they didn't see A.D.W.C's channel, but maybe they could go see his and see what they think. They're like, well, this is very different. He's at Walt Disney World the entire time, or these abandoned houses off the middle of nowhere. What's going on? This is going to be like a homage to Taxi Driver, but with two lights that are green. That's what that is. It's basically an homage. It's a gesture to Taxi Driver, who Scorsese ended up, doing with a kind of not a huge budget, but yet it tells a story. But see, what's different about all of this, though, whether there's financial success at the end or not, is that there's an adventure in being able to tell a story. And that adventure takes you away from a lot of other types of stuff that you don't really want to think about at times. It's very similar to sitting down at a typewriter and writing yourself a good novel and then giving it to somebody or whatever. It's a letter. These are letters in a way. They're also known as vlogs. V-L-O-G. Video logs. Vlog not over yet. All right. Looks like another night of delivery. We'll head back and see Linda and Kitty.
Over there when I was 5 years old.